fam, what you know about that last minute late night pickup? Oh yeah, we're around down the street from it. Just got back into Houston. You know we ain't find nothing coming up out of Laredo. We did make 150 off. I'll tell y'all about that in a minute. But yeah, I had to do a little rambling to go get this one because it's finna get hot out here in these streets. But I'll tell you about it in a minute. Give me a second. Let me go run and pick it up. It's hot, and I'll tell you what's going on. Hey, you good over here? You can go in some more. Yeah, that's cool. Appreciate you, boss man. Woo-wee, fam. It's still cold out here. Man, I was so cold yesterday. I got in the van. I just took off. I forgot to even tell y'all where we was going. But it's all good. It's all good. Because we finna hit the road now, baby. It's time to hit the slab. It's now morning time. It might seem like it's dark, but it's time for some morning time riding. We finna get up out this thing. You know, we picked up down in Houston, ran to the house, and now we about to skedaddle and get up out this thing and head on over to Pasadena, California. Yep, you heard it. Your boy going back to Cali. Man, I might as well get a house out there too as much as I keep riding out there. I'm gonna have houses everywhere, fam, everywhere. But I gotta get the rolling because this thing got a little sensitivity of the time on it. And your boy gonna get it there. Don't worry. Once we get the rolling, I'm gonna let you ride with your boy. Cause we got a long drive ahead of us. 1,540 miles. Ooh! It ain't nothing to it for Mr. Get It There, because I'm going to get it there. Yeah, we already prayed. We covered by the traveling grace of God. We in this thing, fam. We in this thing. But sit back. Ride with your boy. And boy, when I tell you about how we got this load and everything, because I tell y'all about what's for you is for you, but when I explain everything, I'll just start by giving you a little tidbit. Because you know we dropped off in Laredo yesterday. After that, we found a load down in Brownsville that was running up to El Paso. They told us it was 3 standard pallets. All that got there was not standard pallets. Don't worry, when we get to the end, I'm gonna show you. I took pictures. I'm gonna show you what the pallets look like. They would have fit if they would have let us stack them, but they didn't let us stack them. They said they couldn't be stacked. So don't worry, I'll show you pictures at the end. Just know, couldn't get it. So we had to get a tow new up out of Browns. You know, I told you about tow news in the back. Truck order not used. I told you about that. So we got a tow new. I'll explain all that at the end, though. Don't worry about it. I'm going to explain everything because, man, if anything you need to know in this business, if you know how to solve problems, you can get paid. And I'm going to tell you what I mean about that at the end, fam. Let me get on up this road because I can't sit here talking to y'all. We got to get this thing there, man. Somebody waiting on this, and we got to deliver it. So I'm going to get the rolling, fam. Got it for 1,540 miles. I'm going to tap in with you as we go because we got a lot of driving to do. So don't worry, fam. I got you. Just sit back, kick your feet up, enjoy the views, and I'll tap back in with you in a little bit. We have now currently been over halfway into this trip. Hope that you enjoyed your journey thus far as we did a little daytime driving throughout Texas, entering into New Mexico. Now, I want you to go ahead and kick your feet back, relax the rest of the ride. It's time for a little night driving as we get ready to cruise through New Mexico on into Phoenix, all the way into California. Don't worry, we do have an in-flight meal. We'll be providing Subway to everybody. And yes, don't worry about anything. Our pilot, our highway pilot, Mr. BG, Mr. Get It There, will help you arrive safely. So sit back and relax and enjoy the ride. Couldn't really show y'all, fam, but all we did was slide that off the back of the van onto the lift gate so that he can take it off, because, you know, had to have a pallet jack and lift gate for this load. But I'll explain it all to you in just a second. Give me a second. All right, fam, we good, baby. We good. We finito. And it ain't cold. Finally. Man, we had a good day, night, day. Boy, we've been rolling. Let's recap. Let's go back before we talk about this load. Because I told y'all I was going to tell you what happened in the last load in Laredo. So after Laredo load, I found a load that was in Brownsville that was supposed to be going to El Paso. Got down to the load because it was supposed to be 3 standard pallets with a total weight of 2,000. Got down there, talked to the individuals. They was like, I don't think it's going to fit. And so I was like, let me look at it. Went over there, looked at it, and it was 3 pieces. They were 9 feet long. They would have fit, but they would have had to be stacked on top of each other. But they said they couldn't be stacked. I got it. I tested. Like, yeah, it probably would have smushed, messed up. And so got a hold of the guy, the broker. Like, hey, it's not gonna fit. I don't know who had the miscommunication. The get thought it was 3 standard pallets. So yeah, had to send the tow new for $150. Tow new, if you don't, new fam. If you ain't went back and watched the videos like I told you, tow new is trucking order not used. That's when you get somewhere and the cargo the freight that you're supposed to get loaded with doesn't fit, but they said it would fit, or anything else that happens that makes it where you can't pick up the load, and it's not your fault, it's on the broker. That means that they got to give you some money. $150. That's the standard rate, $150. Some brokers are cool, like one gave me $250 one time. But yeah, trucking order not used. So we're gonna add that up. Matter of fact, I'll even put a picture up of what the 3 pallets look like. They're like side by side. It was like one that was tall, a little bit taller, and one was short. They would have been able to stack, but whatever. I'll show you what the picture look like. But that's the $150 total. We got to add that to the total because every penny counts on the way to 100K. Now this load, I'll tell you about it. Let's get the numbers out the way first. So 1,540 miles. They paid your boy $1.13. Yep, $17.50. Got it here. Finito. It's Friday, so we got to find something that Friday pickup, Monday drop off. I can't check in the hotel, no way. It's still early because I dropped it off for 6 this morning. And so, you know, my early check-in ain't till 12, 1 o'clock. So yeah, we got time before I start looking. So I'm going to holler at y'all about this load because it was crazy. Because I'm telling you, in any business, if you're solving a problem, you're going to make more money. Now, you can start a business if it's just nothing wrong with the business that you start. If whatever you want to do, purpose, that has a purpose behind it, it'll take care of, make money. But when you're solving problems, you get paid a little bit more money. So in this situation, remember I told you, Laredo, when I went to Brownsville to go to El Paso, I didn't get that load. Threw off about 3 hours. No, I said I had 3 hours because I had to run down there. So it took a little over 2 hours, but I just rounded up to 3 to get from Laredo to Brownsville. Didn't get it, and it was already towards the end of the day, so your boy had to ride back to the house. And like I was talking to my wife, I said, hey, if a reason that I went down there, either God had, so you know how we talk, fam. You know how we talk. God was clearing something up. I didn't need to go somewhere. He didn't want me to go to El Paso. I don't know at the time. But as I got closer back to Houston, because I was still checking the board, because you know me, I'm going to start looking for the next day. Well, on the way back, I saw this load. I was about 3 hours out. So Brownsville back to Houston is like 6 hours. I was about 3 hours out, and I saw the load pick up from Houston, coming up here to California. And it had, at first, it was like $1,200. I'm like, I ain't going. So I just kept going. Still looking. Then it went up to $1,400. Oh, okay. But it needed a pallet jack and lift gate. Then it went up to $1,600. I'm like, uh-oh. I think they want this thing moved. Then it went to $1,900. I shot an email. I told him, I say, hey, I'm in a Sprinter, but I can get that there for you tomorrow if you really need it, because it sounds like you need that thing there tomorrow. I can get it there tomorrow. He replied back, hey, it needs a lift gate. Do you have one? I say, nah, I'm a Sprinter, don't have a lift gate, because even though we're in a Ram, they talk Sprinter. That's what they refer to. Like, no, don't have a lift gate. I say, but, because it had said that you needed to print the BOL out before you got to the shipper. Normally, that means you're going to the airport. When they say BOL ahead of time, it's typically an airport or some type of warehouse. That means it's a forklift. So I'm like, hey, saw that, but that means, and it only said on the load board that it was only 250 pounds. I'm like, I don't need no lift gate. All I need is somebody to hop on the other side and just slide this thing off with me. I'll take it up there. Give me the money. Because it popped up to $1,900. I pressed send on the email, and as I was sending it, it went to $2,200. So I picked the phone up, and cause remember, the phone number's in the email. We discussed all this, fam. When they send email, if you got a phone number, call it. So I called it. Let it ring, ring, ring. Nobody answered. I let it go. And as I hung up, kept driving, and he called back. And when he called back, I say, hey man, I'm the one you was talking to on the, through email about this load going to California. Seems like you got a problem. He said, yeah, I need to get it up out of there today. And I was like, well, I have a solution to your problem. He said, well, you said you don't have a lift gate. I said, where do you need the lift gate at? On the pickup, on the delivery? He said, on the delivery. I was like, you don't need that. He said, so how would you get it off? I say, call a box truck on that end. And you pay me some money, and you pay them some money, and you gonna get your stuff there. And he said, you can do that. I say, yeah, it's just a transload. He say, yeah, but normally transload is like if a box truck breaks down. I say, yeah, but what do you do about a 53 footer that don't have a lift gate and you got a transload? He say, yeah, we've done that before. I say, you do the same thing with a Sprinter. He say, how would that work? I say, you just raise up the lift gate, we slide it on there, and they put it on the ground. He say, that might can work. He say, do you know anybody? I say, nah, I don't know nobody down there. I say, that's on you, so let's talk numbers. And he say, normally, you know, I pay to get the Sprinter to $1 a mile. I say, nah, we solved the problem for you and helping you get it there by this time, so we gonna need a couple of more dollars. We talked it, worked it out, because, you know, so for those that don't know, normally depending on where it's at in the location for a transload, it can cost anywhere between $250 to $450 for a box truck to transload something. Or if it got like a bunch of pallets, like say the box truck is transloading a 53-foot dry van, the price might go up. But if it's like a pallet, 2 or 3, it's normally like $250 to $450. And so if it's already at $2,200, I'm doing math in my head. I'm like, yeah, I need $1,750 because I know you got to pay them. It's like, let me run it by the boss. I say, the longer you wait, you might not get it picked up today. Because he told me where the location for the pickup was, and I was right there. I'm like, I'm about 20, 25 minutes away. He said, all right, let's do it. I'll explain it to him, boss, later. So that's how we got the load. They paid $1.13 a mile, got the $17.50 in the bag. And we finito, baby. I tell you, you solve a problem, you make more money. That's in any business. If you solve a big enough problem, and don't get me wrong, I know a few more problems in the transportation game that I've seen that I'm figuring out with this Sprinter van, that I'm like, we gonna start putting some of them to the test. But that's one for your nuggets, fam. Whenever you see something on that board, if you see it start moving and it's going fast like they trying to find somebody, all you need to figure out is if it needs to be a lift gate on the front end or the back end. If it's the back end, tell them you'll take it. And tell them to put another load, because all they did is put it on the load board and ask for somebody on this end to transload the pallet. Remember I told you all the different abbreviations for stuff. There's abbreviation inside of the DAT board for transloading. That means you got to put it in there. And somebody got it. The dude that actually picked it up, his dispatcher got the load for him, transloaded. That's just something for you to keep in mind. It's more stuff that we're going to go over and over and over. I just want to give you that nugget. Don't let it, that's why I always say call and ask. Check. Don't just depend on one thing. So if you see certain things popping up, some of them you ain't going to get because they want a box truck. But if something moving like that, that means they need that thing moved out that warehouse fast to get to where it's going. And that's how we got the load, fam. I'm just passing on what I'm learning and what I see, because I've seen box trucks get transloaded on the side of the road. One box truck breaks down, another one comes up and transloads it. So now, I'm sorry I couldn't get the video of the transload, because when he bagged up, we got him straight up and we was able to get the pallet, because he was finna try and get the pallet jack to slide. I'm like, we don't need to do all that. Let's just slide this box on and then you get it. So we slid it on. I moved out the way. That's where I showed you in the video. We're sitting on the back of his lift gate. So we finito, fam. Now, don't forget. I said I'm finna look on the load board. I know y'all be worried about your boy. I'm gonna get some sleep. Just can't check in nowhere yet. I probably could, but I ain't paying the extra fee to wait like 2-3 hours. Not doing that. I'm just gonna wait the 2 or 3 hours because I'm gonna be looking at the load board anyway. Because we got to get the Friday pickup, Monday drop off. So yeah, fam, That's it for this video. We finito. I'm not even gonna hold you up no more, because I got to get to work and then go get some sleep. And then wherever I'm going, don't worry, I'm not gonna do you like that. I'm gonna tell you where we going, but all I know is, I know y'all already getting y'all bags, but be out there getting that Friday pickup drop off Monday. Go and get that bag too, because I'm trying to find it too. And let me just get up out of here, because I got stuff to do. So yeah, go get your bag. You're already getting bags, but go get your Friday pickup, Monday drop off. I'm gonna get mine too, and when we figure it all out together, we'll reconvene in the next video. But you know what I want you to do until the next video, right? Stay blessed.